Yo guys, and I am back again with My Hero Academia spoilers for chapter 315. And boy, you guys are not ready at all to see this chapter. This chapter is a freaking emotional roller coaster ride. Like, it has so much stuff going on here and there. You will start like getting emotionally invested with all the characters, the new villain, Lady Nugget, and all of them. And the end of the chapter will freaking shock you. Like, it was like so terrifying. Like, we know that All for One is not a good guy and he does not mess around at all, but this time he went overboard. Like, this time he did something so insane you won't even believe it. So let's do this. All of you think what the worst thing can happen in this chapter by All for One to any of the character in the series, and comment it down below. And of course you will be able to know that by the end of this video. Before moving to the spoilers, if you don't want to miss spoilers for My Hero Academia next week, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps me a lot, and make sure to hit the like button as well. It helps me telling what the people and the community of My Hero Academia likes, and it helps me improving my video on it. So yeah, let's get started with the spoilers then. Okay, so the chapter starts with Overall and Lady Nugget changing clothes and getting ready to find Deku. Overall says that he knows the student that All for One was talking about because he's the boy infected with a hero disease who ruined his plan. So he's telling that this boy Deku, he does not like him at all. And continuing saying that Overhaul says that he will help her identify as long as Nugget promises that she will take him to the boss. Now this is a very like cryptic thing. They have said the boss, but the boss can be All for One, or the boss, does he mean the previous boss who was like the boss of hero organization? That person he wants to meet. It is pretty like cryptic right now because he can like easily say All for One, but he did not say that. So it is like pretty clever thinking. And like cutting to the present, Overhaul screams as he says that this was not the part of the plan he played for. And it seemed like Overhaul on his own mind, he thinks that he is getting betrayed by her. Moving forward, Lady Nuggets points her gun and aims towards Overall and says that she will decrease the speed so that the aim, even though the bullet will aim him, it won't damage him. Nugget shouts at Overhaul saying that how much she hates the hero education. The people won't understand how bad it is until someone dies because of their own mistakes. Moving forward, Nugget shorts Overhaul saying that how much she hates, like this is again, but like how much she hates the hero education and all this stuff. But she thinks that Deku is like talking so much about hero, and he seems to be a pretty good hero himself. He will definitely get like want to chance to actually save Overall rather than fighting her, and her plan like actually worked. Then we see that like Deku used his like big mega brain, like he like actually like used the black whip in such a way that he was like actually shooting her. But as she shot Overhaul, he like changed his direction by like shooting one more Overhaul and like making an elongated string sort of structure, and like actually throwing himself towards Overhaul and saving him, which is like pretty fantastic. But then we get an explanation from third users of Fajin. It is accumulated kinetic energy through repeated movement and release it explosively. Deku was using his leg to avoid Nugget shot in the last chapter, so he was able to release all of that energy and using Black Whip to boost the speed of the Black Whip and effectiveness of Black Whip. So this ability Fajin is pretty similar to that of Black Panther's suit from Avengers, and it is like pretty good and like pretty overpowered as we have seen here there in the movie as well, and like here as well. Like Deku is getting like absurdly so powerful that literally no one can like even touch him at this point. In fact, because of his like overpowering, I don't even care about his fight anymore. Like I know that he will like awaken one more quirk which will be more powerful than the last one, and it will like purely help him to win the fight. Moving next, something amazing happens. Nagate is impressed not only because he was able to be like faster than Bullet, but also because at the exact moment she aimed at Overhaul, Deku changed his direction, which I mentioned earlier. Deku says he will talk to Chichatsuki, which is Overhaul I guess later, and prepare to attack Nagate. The third user appeared and said that it is the last chapter. His like this is the last chance of this body was was affected because he was using all the quirks at once. But right now he's only using two quirks right now, like Fajin and Black Whip, so he is safe to go. But it seems pretty unnecessarily that the third user came and said, oh yeah, you were using five quirks, so that must have affect your body, but now that you are using two quirks, it won't affect your body. Like, he took so much damage, like nothing is affecting his body. He's like pretty much invincible at this point. Like, it is pretty absurd. Like, he should get actually like some sort of damage from all this stuff, but he never does. So like, I'm not like actually surprised by that. Moving forward, Nagesh is still thinking that, to herself about how Deku saved overall, as if it was most normal thing to do. She wondered when all these beautiful words from a hero started making her feeling sick. Deku grabs her bloody arm as she was falling and says that the bullet she shot at the overall was a curved one, so it won't hit him or hurt him. He also says that she couldn't have just shot Deku's leg when she when she first spotted him, so she was not entirely loyal to All For One. And this also shows some aspect of Nagant being a hero. She does not want to like instantly obliterate and destroy a kid who just wants to be a hero. So this actually is a beautiful like line or paragraph or a panel, I don't know yet, which actually shows like how like Nagant has not lost her sense of being a hero. Then Nagant is about to admit that Deku is a true hero, because for the sudden like short period of time he left himself like alone, and he even like went away to actually protect a villain who he is supposed to actually kill or like arrest. And that's the fact that who hero has to be. Hero has to be not one sided but both the sides. He has to protect the villains, he has to protect the civilians, and he have to like defeat villains in such a way it does not harm them. And then the chapter shifts towards All For One, and now the most horrific part of this chapter comes. He says he knows very well that people mind and heart can change, and that's true for heroes apply double times, as they were someone who were at the side of justice first, but now as they are at the side of evil, their mind can change like very drastically. So he has prepared a surprise for such a condition, for the contact not to be fulfilled. And then in the next panel we see Nagant exploding, her whole body being exploded like nothing but a whole atomic bomb. Like, nothing was left. Like, this was fucking most like terrible moment of this chapter. Like, it was terrifying, it was not bad, it was in fact good, like showing how dedicated All For One is, that like All For One does not want anyone to mess with him. Like, it was incredible. And then we see Deku screaming at her busted body, falling from the sky. All For One is somewhere saying that Nagant was used until the very end, and that she should be blamed for bless the quirk of her. So it seems like the quirk he gave like her was some sort of condition added to it. Like, if she did not do that work properly, her body will explode. And I think that her mind changed somewhere, and because of that, like, she exploded. And before like all this, there was a small like Deku actually like wanted Nagant to be on their side, and he said like, Nagant, like, come back to our side, like let's fight All For One together. You are also a hero. I can see you being a hero spirit. And I think that was the moment it triggered and Nagant died. So yeah, like, this was pretty tragic, and I think that there's a big difference between tragic and bad. This was tragic but good. So yeah, that's it for this video. Like, comment down how you think about this video, how you think about Nagant's death, and let's see you all guys in the next one.